Hi, this is Shu with a review of the Jordan 38 for a size 9.5. It weighs about 395 grams, but it feels lighter than what the digits show. The silhouette is very Jordan-esque, not very modern, but it doesn't seem to pay much of a tribute to the Jordan 8s, which is what the Jordan series has been doing as of late. What minimal throwback to the Jordan 8 design is this little circular disc with a Jumpman logo separating in three parts. That's pretty much about it. And they do have a golden picture of the 93 championship ring there. Yeah, the cushioning is very soft and plush, like something you've not felt since the early Zoom Flight 5 from the 97. It feels like the 90s soft plush shoe. Like the first Jordan 11s where they had the full length there that you can feel, and the insole that was a very pretty thick and plush PU insole that worked together to provide that very pillowy, cushy cushioning. So this kind of works the same way. It has a Zoom Strobel, but along with the Zoom Strobel, the insole itself, it's very soft and plush. It feels like a cross between an Ortholite and an EVA or a PU insole. It's very fluffy and nice. I don't know if that's one of those Dream Cell material or not, but they feel very soft, and they have that concave part that hugs the Strobel as well, but it's really glued tightly. I don't think I've ever been unable to remove an insole of a shoe like this, because if you try, you will end up ripping the insole to shreds along the way, because it's glued so hard at the core. It's kind of it shows like two different materials. It's like, you know, they're trying to push their move to zero, be more eco-friendly, so they kind of recycle some materials, but it doesn't feel recycled. It feels fine. So soft insole, kind of ones that they use in the Zoom Universe or the Cosmic Unity 2. It's not starchy like the ones they used in other Zoom Strobel shoes. And at the same time, the midsole, the normal Phylon midsole, and here about 1/3 of the way, is a super soft foam they call the Cushlon 3.0, but it feels like, remember Lunarlons from the 2000s? They're very soft, they bottom out quickly, but they're very plush and soft and nice. This is what it feels like. So this, added with the Zoom Strobel and the plush insole, makes it feel like, you know, pillowy, soft. It doesn't feel like Zoom Air. A negative way of saying it will be, it doesn't feel like bouncy, thin, low to the ground Zoom Air. It feels like the Zoom is kind of buried somewhere to make it feel like it's a very plush shoe. You could have used an Air Strobel and I would not have known the difference. So it does not fully activate or utilize the advantages of Zoom Air. That's at least how I felt. Perhaps mainly because of the Cushlon 3. This works if you have a pretty low profile shoe with minimal cushioning, but this with the Zoom and the insole, it's a bit of an overkill in my opinion. But if you enjoy the plushness of the 90s basketball shoe like the Zoom Flight 5 or the Jordan 11, the original ones, then this is the kind of throwback you might enjoy. The fit is a little bit short. Its width is okay. It does not have any crazy dead space. It fits nicely, and this lace loop starts very close to the toe. It provides a very good lockdown there. But I would advise going half a size up. If you have a very narrow fit, or you like a very tight 1-to-1 fit, maybe go true to size. But I wouldn't advise going half a size down. Yeah, they try to make it all breathable. The outer upper material is kind of like that, but inside they do have another inner booty layer that's actually pretty nice in terms of preventing the scratchiness, the pinching that I've had from the Jordan 37s, which was super breathable, but the mesh part kind of bent and pinched and poked my foot, so I thought this is better to have a bit of a layer there. But it kind of negates the breathability, so it's like adding more sugar and then adding more salt and adding more sugar. So the tongue also has huge perforations. These triangular holes, and at the same time it's plush enough to make sure you don't feel any blood circulation clogging. Even though it's high, it's got a very deep cut heel to make sure you're not feeling like constricted. You have a freedom of movement. And yeah, the outrigger is very prominent, and it's really effective. Along with that, with these stability plates, they kind of goes across and it does not hinder the cushioning. And even though the foam is exposed here because of this very firm cross plastic plate stabilizer, it really makes the shoe feel stable. At the same time, they didn't pull something stupid like what they did with the so-called Eclipse plate in the 34s, which had these plates all over the heel, where it made it stupid, where if you land a little bit funny, you might end up slipping all over the floor. The heel foam and the rubber compresses nicely all around to provide you with the adequate landing and the traction pattern to cover a greater area. But here's the downside. Great stability, decent fit, but there are these parts, maybe it's the stitching, and also because of this plastic plate right here. If you start moving around sharply with the shoe on, you will feel this part kind of pinching or hurting your pinky toe or pinky toe bone area, a joint area. I felt like the 36 and the 37s also had the problem. If I laced it up hard and play around, there were some chunks of stitching, or maybe it's the way the shoe is shaped. It kind of hurt my pinky toe area, or pinky toe or the pinky toe joint area. So there's a bit of an abrasion there that's not going to change, that's not going to break in. So make sure you lace up the shoe and try it for yourself, see if it works. A la Kobe 10 or the even Jordan 34s, they had the plate kind of providing a bit of irritation there. So try it on and decide for yourself if it works. No heels, not much of a heel slippage. The heel is very deeply dug and very thick padding all around it. The outsole pattern is very much similar to the Luka 1. As you can see, the Asian release, it's rubber, solid rubber. I noticed that it's transparent or translucent rubber in some other countries. And also they say XDR. Although they say XDR is extra durable rubber, I think nowadays, well, it's kind of split. Some people say it's the compound itself is made to last longer, but I didn't feel that much of a difference between this rubber and an ordinary rubber. The only difference I felt between XDR and normal rubber is that when it says XDR, the first few wears you feel there's like an extra layer of film that makes the shoe feel slipperier than it should. So you got to kind of sand out or wear out the shoe a little bit until you feel the true traction pattern getting activated and getting the job done. So kind of like stupid Formula 1 cars where you have to move around the tires and kind of wear them out a little bit. So that's kind of stupid. And yeah, the traction pattern is like Luka 1, pretty good on a clean court, but it's gonna pick up dust. It's not the most durable pattern, so that's something you have here. Jordan Brand staying true to its strength and flow continuously, keeping that tradition alive. What else have I not covered? Yeah, great stability, super soft cushioning. It feels like a lower profile GT Jump 2, but you don't feel like there's any zoom air here. It's just air and foam. Great stability. I mean, that's the one takeaway that I have. Great stability. Unfortunately, this hurts my pinky. The price point, I don't know if it's deserving of that, really high price point. They try to, do something special, or maybe they didn't try hard enough to do something special. They just carried over a lot of the Luka elements, and they tried to go slightly above that by ditching the Formula 23 to bring in the Cushline 3.0, which makes things plusher. But not a fantastic evolution of the Jordan Brand.